carousel lights spin red and blue. Cotton candy sky so new. Every shout, every sound still echoes from the fairground. Grounds are quiet, grass grown tall. Rust on gates, no music call. Still I hear a midway tune when the evening falls too soon. Echoes from the county fairground ring like laughter I once found. Every bell and spinning wheel taught my heart how joy can feel. Ticket stubs and sweaty hands, guessing weight, making plans. Ferris wheel at sunset glow, promised love we didn't know. Didn't know when lights went down we'd carry this around. Echoes from the county fairground follow me from town to town. Every song the speakers play still knows the games we play. If I could win one more cheap prize or lose my voice in cheers, I'd trade a year of grown-up days for one of those nights here. Pine trees sway, afternoon thins, wind hums soft between the limbs. Before I see him, I already know that whistle through the pines. Grandpa's whistle through the pines, never hurried, never loud, carried more than just a tune, carried where we're bound. starts anew. But that sound still cuts me through. I stop and listen, half my mind, walking back in time. Funny how a breath of air shows you care. Hands in pockets, easy stride, sun at his back, world outside. He'd whistle low, let worries go, teach me things he'd never say. Grandpa's whistle through the pines marked the close of day, let us know the work was done and it's okay to stay. If I ever lose my way or talk too much too fast, I listen for that simple tune that still knows how to last, that whistled through the pines of his lips, quiet inside me, reminds me strength don't need a shout, just honesty. Wind moves on, pine still sway, whistle stays this way. Fresh white lines in the morning sun, covering scars we can't outrun. Same old boards, different shade, fences painted white again. I walk the yard with a borrowed brush, quiet house, but the paint smells new. Every stroke brings back a voice saying, son, some things are up to you. Fences painted white again, like we're starting over when time was kind and love was plain. Fences painted white again. Summer days in cut-off jeans, Dad laughed loud, Mom kept time. We dripped paint on the grass, swore we'd fix it all next time. Didn't know we were sealing in every memory. Fences painted white again, hiding cracks and old regrets. Not to lie, but to remind looks something like this. Bright enough to face the truth, soft enough to miss. Fences painted white again, like we're starting over when time was kind and love was plain. Fences painted white again. Dusty sunbeam through the old barn door. Grandpa's hat on the hook, worn and torn. I remember sitting on the porch swing slow, and his stories in that gentle flow. Old hands resting on the brim of his hat, telling me tales of how life was bad. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you. Creek still whispers where we used to play. His laugh echoes softly in the end of day. That hat's a shadow of his steady hand. A piece of him still walks across this land. Time moves on, the barn gets old, but that worn hat keeps his warmth untold. I tip it back, remember all he gave. Grandpa's wisdom, his love, the life he paid. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you. Tin plate side in open air, sky spins wide, no one there. Every turn knows what it brings. Echoes in the windmill blades. Echoes in the windmill blades. Call my name and then fade. Every sound's a memory, learning how to stay. Fence leans low, well runs dry. Same old wind, a different sky. I stand still, let the day turn me slow that way. Funny how the moving there keeps what's there. House would shake, noon would hum. Summer heat, the work half done. The creek above the water in tin kept us company. Echoes in the windmill blade. Never spoke too loud, just enough to let us know we weren't alone out there. If I ever fear the quiet or doubt the open land, I remember how that turning sound took me by the hand. Those echoes in the windmill blades ain't stuck in yesterday. They turn with me, reminding me to move, but stay. Wind slows down, blades still spin, echoes stay right out. And shake it once, then let it be. Tiny town inside of me. White flakes learn to drift and stay. A snow glow memory. The shelf collects another year. Dust and light replace the cheer. I turn it slow, the room feels small. Winter finds me again. Funny how the quiet shake makes time wake. A snow glow memory, shaking free. Every piece of yesterday falling back to me. Christmas lights in Grandma's den. Radio hums, it's snowing then. I'd hold the world in both my hands, watch it settle. That snow globe memory, clear and slow, teaching me the prettiest things don't last but glow. before the silence came. I let the snow fall one more time without a name. The snow globe memory breaks and heals, even when the flakes are gone. The feeling's real. Set it down, let a winter rest. World goes still inside my chest. Checkered cloth on summer grass, lemonade in cloudy glass, church bells fading down the road. Nobody's in a hurry. It's a Sunday picnic song where the day goes slow. Every laugh's a harmony we don't need to know. I drive by that riverside, trees still in the sleigh. I drive by that riverside, trees still lean the same. I park a while and close my eyes, hear mama call my name. Funny how the quiet days end up staying. Fried chicken wrapped in paper thin, kids run wild, shoes kicked in. Daddy hums an old refrain, radio low, sky wide open. That Sunday picnic song plays soft and strong, teaching us the simple truth that being there was enough. If I could bottle afternoons, I'd keep this one, where love didn't say a thing, it just showed up. That's a Sunday picnic song, still sings along. Whenever life gets louder, I come back where I belong. Blanket folded, sun dips low, song stays playing, soft and slow. White dust floating in the light, love don't measure, love just knows. That room feels smaller than before. Same old stove, same creaking floor. But when I breathe, I'm made once more. Somehow, some prayers never spoke out loud. They're made with hands. Grandma's hands in the flour, turning minutes into hours. Every meal a kind of power that fed us. Apron strings and Sunday hums. Windows open, morning comes. She'd smile soft, say help yourself, and mean it. Those grandma's hands in the flour held the house through every storm. Built a world warm and sure around us. If heaven smells like anything, it's bread and time and remembering. Love passed down in simple things like this. Rolling pin, quiet song. Grandma's hands in the flour still guide me when I'm unsure, teaching me what matters more than words. Table clear, the light grows dim. Her love stays on my skin. Rusty hum in the break of dawn, diesel dreams and a baseball cap. Every field had a melody, Grandpa sang it on that old tractor. And that machine's parked by the barn, tires low but the paint's still proud. I hear his tune in the engine knock when the world gets too loud. Grandpa's tractor song rolled slow but strong, taught me work ain't just for pay, it's how you love all day. Sun of sweat on an open field, grease-stained hands, a crooked grin. He tapped time on the steering wheel like the land was listening. Didn't know I was learning life one furrow at a time. Grandpa's tractor song, simple notes but long. Every mile it rolled along, carried right from wrong. If I ever forget where I stand or why I still believe, I'll follow tire tracks through the dust back to what he gave to me. Dusty paws on splintered wood, quiet dreams where hay once stood, barn cats and childhood dreams, lazy days and wide-eyed schemes. Everything was what it seemed back then. The barn leans left, the paint's worn thin. Cats are gone, but I walk in, still feel small beneath that tin roof. Funny how a quiet place can still remember your face. Chasing tails in afternoon, naming stars, inventing moons. Thought the world would come real soon for us. Those barn cats and childhood dreams taught my heart to wander free. Life was just a possibility back then. I wanted roads, I wanted more. Never thought I'd miss that floor. Cold dirt, warm hope, open door. Somehow one soft purr, one deep wish. Barn cats and childhood dreams still curl up inside of me, reminding who I used to be when sun dips low on rustic beams. I smile and let it be. I smile and let it be. Countertop, radio low, never stops. Morning sun through lace curtains, teaching time how to soften. Grandma's apron strings tie the world to me. Every night was love I didn't have to see. Apron folded in a drawer, kitchen quieter than before. Still I swear I feel her near when I tie mine standing here. Funny how the smallest thread pull you home instead. I tucked twice when days fell long. She'd hum half a gospel song. Didn't know what safe could be till those strings were holding me. Grandma's apron strings wiped my tears in hands, taught me how to face the world by how she'd stand. If I ever lose my way or forget how kindness claims, I remember who I am by those worn out strings. those grandma's apron strings never letting me go. Even now they're guiding me more than they'll ever know. Knot comes loose, love still brings. Home feels like strings. Rattling seats and dusty roads, laughter loud nobody holds. That yellow sound still follows me, echoes of the old school bus. I drive my kids past that same bend, same tall trees but thinner friends. They wave goodbye with sleepy eyes, and I swear I hear my younger self inside. Echoes of the old school bus carry dreams and troubled us. Every mile we learn to trust who we were before we rushed. Backpack heavy, pockets light, bubble gum and paper fights. First crushed notes on folded lines. Last stop meant we still had time. Didn't know those noisy days were the quiet ones I craved. Echoes of the old school bus, every joke, every fuss, now they live inside my head long after those roads are dead. If I could ride it one more mile, I'd sit back, shut my mouth and smile. Let the future wait its turn. Let those lessons take their time. Echoes of the old school bus didn't make us famous, just us. Still teach me here and now how to laugh and slow it down. Engine hums and fades away, but those echoes always stay. They say the moon remembers every promise left behind. Under harvest moons, remember me when the cornfields sway like I used to be. If time forgets our name somehow, let that golden moon remember me now. Old boots by the door, dust on the floor, Radio hums that lonesome song, Mama's voice in a Polaroid smile, Daddy's hand still strong. Back when trucks ran on hope and gas, we chased sunset and never clocks. Summer nights on borrowed dreams, riding hearts on wooden docks. Time rolls on like a tired train, but love don't rust the same. Under harvest moons, remember me when the fireflies dance, wild and free. If your heart ever wonders how I loved you then, I love you now. If I'm just a name in the fall wind's cry, or a shadow in September skies, I pray your soul still knows my tune, sung soft beneath that harvest moon. When harvest moons, remember me. Let it be young, let it be free. Not the scars, not the doubt, just the love we couldn't leave without. Don't forget. Fresh white lines in the morning sun, covering scars we can't outrun. Same old boards, different shade. Fences painted white again. I walk the yard with a borrowed brush. A quiet house, but the paint smells new. Every stroke brings back a voice saying, son, some things are up to you. Fences painted white again, like we're starting over when time was kind and love was plain. Fences painted white again. Summer days in cut-off jeans. Dad laughed loud, Mom kept time. We drip paint on the grass. Swore we'd fix it all next time. Didn't know we were sealing in every memory. Fences painted white again, hiding cracks and old regrets. Not unforgiveness had a cutter. It looks something like this, bright enough to face the truth, soft enough to miss. Faded hearts and crooked lines, half a sun, a crooked sign. Rain don't know what it erased. Chalk on the sidewalk faded. Street looks wider than before, new paint on the neighbor's door. I step careful where we once played, like I might smudge yesterday. Funny how the light is hand leaves a mark you can't defend. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, but I still see the yard. Every line we ever drew, still coloring my heart. Hopscotch dreams and counting feet, summer heat on concrete streets. We believe those stick figure plans could outlast the rain. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, wasn't meant to stay, just a borrowed bit of magic for a younger day. If I could draw one thing again before the storm comes through, I'd sketch a door that always leads back home to you. The chalk on the sidewalk faded, taught me what is true. Some things are meant forever, just long enough to move you. Rain dries up, lines are gone, memories live on. jarring light by the river bend. Summer nights that never end. We caught the dark with open hands, back when life was just a plan. Fireflies of long ago lit a past we didn't know. Every wish we let them go still glows inside my soul. Now the nights are quiet still, porch light hums on broken dreams. Kids don't chase the dark no more, or maybe that's just me. Barefoot running through the yard, mama yelling don't go far. Laughing till the moon got tired, we were young and wired with fire. Didn't know those sparks would fade or come back this way. Fireflies of long ago taught us how to shine then go. Little lights in mason jars made us feel like shooting stars. If I could catch one more tonight, I wish for less regret. Let it glow, then set it free, like everything I never cared. Fireflies from long ago still know places I don't show. When the world feels cold and slow, they remind me who I was. One by one they dim the sky, but never say goodbye.
Job whip corner, cedar smell, rusted latch that knows me well. Light slips through in broken lines, like these words out of time. Forgotten letters in the shed, never meant to disappear, just waiting on a braver day to finally be heard. I read them slow, then read again. Ink still dark, but hearts grew thin. Names I was but never said, in the life I almost led. Funny how the truth can't hide in plain sight all this time. Words too heavy to let go, folded tight then set aside. Promises I never tried. Forgotten letters in the shed, carried all I couldn't say. Every line I left unread still found its way. If I'd sent just one of them, would the road have been? are some truths meant to wait until their memory can stay. The forgotten letters in the shed ain't regrets, just proof I love deeper than I lived, and that was true. Door shut slow, dust is real, letters rest again. Coffee strong, the light comes in, floorboard squeaks an old AM hymn. Dial won't turn, but somehow plays yesterday in little waves. A broken radio in the kitchen plays the songs we couldn't fix. Half the words, lots of feeling, still know every bit. It's still there by the window frame, missing knobs but not its place. I hum along to what it finds, filling gaps with my own time. Funny how a crackled sound can bring a whole life down. Mama danced with a dish rack tune, Daddy sang off-key too. News and weather, late night shows, mixed with love we never spoke. Broken radio in the kitchen, static where the truth should be. Every skip and sudden silence sounds like home to me. If I could tune the past back clear, I might lose what matters most. Yeah, some songs are meant to fade and leave the warmth not noticed. If I could tune the past back clear, I might lose what matters most. Guess some songs are meant to fade and leave the warmth not known. Dust in the air, late afternoon, cardboard boxes, old perfume. I found your name in crooked ink, and every word made time stand still. A letter found in the attic said the things you never said. Folded dreams and second chances, written long before we bled. The house is quiet, roof still leaks, same old creaks along the stairs. I wonder if you ever knew I'd end up finding you up there. Some truth till it's too late. You wrote about leaving in the spring, chasing work in younger days. Said you'd come back before the frost, but life got in the way. A letter found in the attic, yellowed lines, a steady hand. I heard your voice between the words, trying hard to be a man. If I'd known you needed grace, more than pride, more than time, I'd have met you halfway home instead of reading this goodbye. If I'd known you needed grace, more than pride, more than time, I'd have met you halfway home instead of reading this goodbye. I folded it slow, then let it be. Some love waits to set us free. Letter found in the attic didn't break me, didn't mend. It just showed me who you were and who I've always been. Folded it slow, then let it be. Some love way to set us free. Every morning sun on my skin, Mama's call drifting on a southern wind, old screen door singing when it slammed too hard. Every dream fell closer in a beat-up yard. Time was slow, hearts were brave. We didn't know what we'd lose, what we'd save. And down that dusty lane where the wild grass grew, I learned who I was before I knew you. Rusty bikes, paper planes, laughing loud through the summer rain. Yeah, life was plain, but it felt so right. Childhood on the dusty lane every night. Granddad's stories on a wooden chair, coffee strong and a preacher's prayer, radio songs about love and pain. We sang along, didn't feel the rain. And down that dusty lane, shadows ran. We chased the moon with a stick and can. No gold rings, no champagne, just fireflies and window pane. Now the road is paved, the town feels small,
Some names faded from the mailbox wall. I drive by slow, kill the engine sound. Here goes the kids that I once found. Now the road is paved, the town feels small. Some names faded from the mailbox wall. I drive by slow, kill the engine sound. Here goes the kids that I once found. And down that dusty lane I close my eyes, see younger me under endless skies. If I could stay, I swear I'd remain in that moment before the pain. Yeah, life moved on, but my heart still stays with childhood on a dusty lane. Gravel pipes under worn-out tires, memory burns like an old campfire. I wave goodbye, but I whisper your name. When childhood on the dusty lunchbox dented blue, packed with hope and peanut butter too. Didn't know what the world would do with a kid and a dream or two. I still keep it on a dusty shelf, been scratched like my old self. Open it when days feel mean, just to check what's still in me. A tin lunchbox full of dreams, bigger than it ever seemed. Every wish and paper plan fit right there in a child's hand. Mama's note in shaky ink, be good kid and don't overthink.